Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and I promise you we are going to get your mind right this morning, because when I was reading over the topics, it was getting my own mind right. So I was like, I know we're going to get somebody else's mind right this morning. I am in studio with Bashans Jordan of Tiger Rock NOLA, who drops it for each and every one of us. And Bashans, if they wanted to get involved with Tiger Rock NOLA, how would they go about doing that?
You can find us online at tigerrocknola.com, or you can call 504-831-1110.
And I have Bobby Clark Alexander on the line from the ATL. How are you, Bobby? Good morning.
I am great. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I am feeling great this morning, and I hope you guys are feeling the same.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how y'all are going to be feeling after we talk about this, but today we have a great show. We're going to be discussing, what are you drinking? Instead of thinking, you like that my play on words, what are you drinking? We're going to talk about diet sodas and fruit juices and what you really need to digest. We all need a dose of self-confidence. So Bobby's going to get into self-confidence right after the break. But I wanted to kind of really jump into diet sodas because, you know, we're all on this new kick of, basically in the South we call it cold drinks or, whatever you want to call it. Up north they call it pop and everything else. But down here we call it like cold drinks. So it's diet cold drinks. But, you think you're doing something that's good for you, but you really aren't. So I was reading up in Prevention Magazine, and were 8 things that happen when you finally stop drinking diet soda. I promise this is Wellness Wednesday, and we will open your mind to living differently in the world. So you decided to give up diet soda, diet pop, diet cold drinks, whatever you want to call it. Maybe you weren't hitting your weight loss goals. You couldn't stomach that long list of ingredients anymore. Or perhaps you heard one too many things that's just not good for you. Well, I'm about to give you 8 things that make you really understand what it does when you finally stop drinking it. Number 1, your migraines disappear and your focus sharpens. People say that they suffer with headaches or migraines, and you don't necessarily know why. Sometimes it's what you're drinking. It turns out that headaches you expected from a diet soda withdrawal didn't necessarily materialize. And now that you've quit the stuff, you probably find yourself thinking clearly for the first time in a while. That's because the chemicals that make up the artificial sweetener aspartame have altered brain chemicals, nerve signals, and your brain's reward system, which leads to headaches, anxiety, and insomnia. So if you can't sleep, maybe it's your diet drinks. There was a survey, a clinical survey done, and it found that in 2013, an animal study found that rats that drank diet soda had damaged cells and nerve endings in their brain, the part of the brain responsible for their motor skills. So if you're still drinking diet drinks, that's what's happening to you right now. That's what's wrong with your mind. See?
That explains a lot.
And that's why they keep drinking it, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't have their mind right.
That's right.
And, sometimes it's a mental thing. And, Bobby, you can identify with that. Sometimes it's a mental thing. People think that they're attached to it. But really letting go of it is really what's going to lead to the good life.
Yes, it certainly is. And I can just remember when I was younger, my mom, she was really addicted to Coke. But at the time, it was said that there was, a small fraction of the cocaine plant in the Coca-Cola. And I can remember all through the year, she would send us to the corner store in the middle of the summer heat just to get a Coca-Cola. And she always had a headache.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I'm thinking back about that. That's why she had the headache.
That's why she had the headache. See, this is the good life. We open your mind. Look, we're gonna give you the truth. Next up, your taste buds are more sensitive when you let it go. It's not your imagination. Without your usual diet soda chaser, you may find out that food has more flavor. You wouldn't necessarily think that, huh? But that's because the artificial sweeteners in your diet drinks have overwhelmed your taste buds with an onslaught of sweetness. Aspartame ranks 200 times sweeter than table sugar. And Splenda, well, that's 600 times more. In fact, your brain scan shows that diet soda alters your sweet receptors in the brain and prolongs sugar cravings. Did I say that? Mm-hmm. It prolongs your sugar cravings rather than satisfies them. So, y'all, they've been giving you the okie doke all this time. So drinking the soft drinks actually makes you want more sugar. See?
That's crazy.
Right. That's the sugar substitute. And now I even think about my mom now. She uses the Splenda. And it's like right now I call her a sugar baby. She's always craving sugar.
Yeah.
You're always reaching for something to sweeten it up because you've lost the taste in your own taste buds. It's really crazy. And here's the one that, generally people switch to diet drinks because of this reason, because they want the scale to finally go the right way. But listen to this. While you've had started drinking diet soda to facilitate your weight loss, quitting it may actually do the trick. A recent 9-year study found older adults who drink diet soda continue to pack on belly fat. And Doc Griggs and I always talk about belly fat, y'all. That's what we all trying to get rid of, but that's where it puts it. The study piggybacks on research that found each daily diet soda increases your chances of becoming obese in the next decade by 65%. And found that drinking diet drinks was associated with an increase in metabolic syndrome, obesity, high blood pressure, high triglycerides, which leads to what? Heart disease and diabetes, which is what? The two leading causes in our community. Mm-hmm. So at what point are we going to stop getting the okie doke from these, large companies and be like, maybe this isn't what we should be doing? Like, we got the okie doke on smoking and cigarettes for all these years. Now we've gotten the okie doke on all of these drinks. And we're not saying you're never going to drink it, but, people who drink like 4 and 5
daily,
a day and things like that, like, I cut out Coke. I'm on the diet drinks now.
Yeah, you see them at the stores. They put that stuff on sale in a heartbeat, and they go load up cases and cases and cases, just because they're getting that deal. But they do it for a reason because, it's all a setup. It's a setup.
It's a mental. They like to give us the mental okie doke. And it's crazy.
I used to do that. But Sean stocked up when the name brand drinks would be on sale. I literally did. I mean, cases and cases. That's a good deal.
I was addicted to sodas too when I was growing up. I mean, I was so bad. I would drink it hot. That's how bad it was. I didn't care if it was cold or not. It was hot. If it was hot, I was drinking it. I mean, me and both my mom, we had sodas left and right. And it just got to a point where I got sick of it. I don't even like the taste of it anymore. It's just, I'll try to, if I'm at somebody's house as a guest or something like that, and, maybe that's all they have, but, for a drink, just something different, I'll taste it, but it's like I don't even finish it, so I can't even do it. Nope.
And Bobby, you're going to love this next one, and especially a lot of our women who are listening will really love this. When you stop drinking diet sodas, your bones strengthen.
Oh, wow.
Let me repeat that. When you stop drinking diet sodas, your bones strengthen. Putting down the soda may be the best way to improve your bone strength and reduce your risk of fractures. And when we get older, we need more calcium, and you're going through menopause and this, that, and the other. Put down the drinks. One 2014 study found that each daily soda increased the chance of hip fracture by 14% for menopausal women. Let me repeat that. One 2014 study found that each daily soda increased the chance of hip fracture by 14% for postmenopausal women. And another found that older women who drank colas and soft drinks had lower bone mineral density in their hips. Now, the science is pretty clear, and it suggests that soda habits weaken your bones. So
that's real.
That's real. And a lot of women are dealing with that.
Yeah.
And my mom had 2 hip replacements, Eileen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, it's starting to click for you. And it's crazy because sometimes we never know, why things happen to us. You start looking back, did somebody have this issue? I should have had more calcium. Or maybe you were creating the situation for yourself and you just didn't even know it. Crazy, huh?
It is. But unfortunately for me, I don't even know about the menopause part because I have a visitor that comes every 28 days, and it's like, okay, done already. I'm just an exception to the rule, Eileen. I'm just special.
Well, see, this is the good life. I'm telling you before it happens to you. I'm preparing you for that day. And a lot of our listeners, seriously, you're going through these things.
No, I'm taking it in because I had an example right before me, and as you were speaking, I'm having these little flashbacks.
Right, and it can trigger
those that were around me.
Exactly. And here's the one that really is more mental because we talk about this struggle that we have, but your attitude toward food changes. Since diet sodas have no calories in our minds, people drinking them often feel it's okay to indulge everywhere else. So often you see her drinking a Diet Coke and, you're doing your drive-through at whatever fast food it is. Let me get the triple stack this and the extra fries, and I'm going to drink it with a large Diet Coke. Really? You see your Diet Coke as like, a one way to the it's okay. So you have the piece of cake, the potato chips, because you think you can afford those calories. But soda often accompanies that unhealthy food. So sometimes those poor choices and habits just start to build up because you're getting the okie doke because you're basically, okie doke in your mind saying, oh, well, this is no calories, so I can, switch it here. So you're conditioning yourself to have poor eating habits.
The other problem with diet sodas, not to get overly scientific or physical, is that you're telling your brain that you're taking in a sweet. Because you're taking in a sweet, your brain tells your pancreas to put out insulin. Insulin triggers a hunger response for simple carbs or fried food or fast foods, or your brain thinks your body's hungry. So you're drinking the diet soda, you're thinking it's sweet, your body's doing what it's supposed to, thinking that it's going to push this glucose into the cells, and there's no glucose. So you got a bunch of insulin around, and now you have the munchies.
Well, here's another one to go along with you, Dr. Griggs. Kidney function improves when you stop drinking diet soda. Now that your body no longer has to make sense of the unpronounceable ingredients in diet soda, your kidneys can get back to clearing toxins, stabilizing blood pressure, and absorbing minerals.
It's the aspartame, the aspartic acid.
Wow.
Aspartic acid, and there's some other things in there that damage your kidneys. Sodas are bad. Dr. Abear, a good friend of mine, my boy, affectionately calls Coca-Cola, not Coca-Cola, just Coca-Cola soda, the devil's pee. And
that's what he does.
He uses the term. He does not say urine. He says devil's pee. He puts it where you can catch it. Yes, it is that bad for you. A carbonated water with a low to no calorie, like a Mio additive, gives you the same sensation, the bubbles, and it gives you the same flavor. I've tried it with several different flavors, and it's really, really good because it doesn't have all the other all those things that you can't pronounce are manufactured and made in a plant for preservation's sake. So it's going to sit in a warehouse for how many months? How many years?
Forever. Until it's called on.
Because they're made in a plant, guess where they're made to be processed? In a plant. Exactly.
Not in your body.
Exactly.
Wow.
And our last two, I'm sure, Doc, you can touch on this one as well. When you stop drinking drinks,
is that green?
Fat storage, it is my green water.
Oh.
Fat storage and diabetes risk decreases. Our hormones may explain the great paradox of why people gain weight when they switch to diet soda. A study in diabetes care, Doc, you'll appreciate this, found that drinking 2/3 of a diet soda before eating prime the pancreas to release a lot of the fat-storing hormone insulin, which is what you were just talking about. Exactly. When the pancreas is overworked from creating insulin to control blood sugar levels, diabetes rears its ugly head. I went to the next one because I knew. See, look, you coming here breaking things.
I see what had happened was.
And I'm gonna leave the last one and wait till y'all find out what the last one is. Are y'all ready for the last one? Because y'all can appreciate this living in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. When you stop drinking diet drinks, you handle your alcohol better.
Wow.
You're laughing, Bobby, but I'm serious. It's a fact. Diet soda gets you drunk faster.
That's crazy.
When you mix it with alcohol, your stomach empties out faster than if you use regular sodas, causing a drastic increase in blood alcohol concentrations. So, and when you add caffeine, look out. Like people who like to add the Red Bull and all this, you're killing yourself, literally. Bar patrons who mixed drinks with Diet Colas were intoxicated much more easily and frequently. So stop doing it. Actually, the best one to mix it with is club soda. But yes.
Or not drink at all.
There
you go.
Do you expect everyone to do that?
Of course.
Of course.
Not.
So if you want to get drunk faster, mix it with
See,
diet
that's
drink.
why you got to be careful.
Right, because people
with the
might like that information.
You say, what? Look, bro, give me that Diet Coke, don't. Yeah, bro, that's going to save me money. No, this is not an endorsement.
Right. Do not mix your alcohol with
the
diet
opinions
drinks.
Expressed on this show do not
or
necessarily
caffeine.
endorse overindulgence in alcohol.
And you know what? I know, we weren't going into this, but the caffeine thing is really serious because it like brings you on this. It brings you on this high and it just like drops you. It really like. It's really awful.
Well,
Before
it's
we
the
go
same.
into break,
Yeah,
can you go
it's
into
the
that?
same as when you're the coffee thing. That activates the dopamine receptors. Caffeine makes you want more caffeine. So here's an interesting paradigm. You're drinking these drinks with caffeine and alcohol in them, and you're out. You're not. It's not the morning, but when the caffeine crash comes, what do you want if you're at a bar? You want another drink with caffeine in it.
I want some water.
No, you don't. No.
Well, you know me. I want chlorophyll water.
Yeah, green
So,
water.
before we go into break, if anything you learned today, please, y'all, this is the good life. Open your minds to living differently in the world. If you're, just reduce it. If you can't give it up, reduce it. Add some water. Pick up a bottle of water, pick up a gallon, pick up a jug, pick up something. It will improve your health from head to toe. Literally. So, please.
And Irene, our kids are watching us. I saw a friend had hit social media and said his 2-year-old daughter asked for a cup of coffee this morning. Because they watch us. And so it's learned behavior. And so we do have to make some changes and adjustments so that thing won't keep going down the family line.
Exactly. And you're gonna give us the self-confidence to do that when we get right back from this break. Because this is Wellness Wednesday, and that's what we do. We open people's minds. This is Eileen, and I'll be right back.
Did you know Kermit and Miss Piggy broke up? Speaking of green. Speaking of green. It's not easy being green. Kermit and Miss Piggy broke up.
Are you tired of that squeaking door, those uneven steps, or that room you want painted? Have you been looking for that trustworthy contractor that is licensed and insured that can handle all of your residential construction needs? Well, look no further. Elite Southern Solutions can handle all your residential needs. There is no job too big or too small that Elite Southern Solutions can't complete to perfection. Call them at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. To add value to your home, to update your bathroom, add that much-needed storage, or finally remodel your kitchen. Elite Southern Solutions will take care of that water leak repair, those boards that need to be replaced after termite season. Call a contractor you can trust to get the job done right the first time. And that's Elite Southern Solutions. They are fully licensed and insured and will give you peace of mind. Call them today at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. That's Elite Southern Solutions, getting the job done right the first time. Hello?
I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh for my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
The Coalition for Healthy Living presents the second annual Agape Health Fair at the Buddy Lawson Gymnasium at 1800 Short Street in Kenner, Louisiana from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday, September 12th. Come live your best life and experience all that God has for you. Spiritual, emotional, healthy social relationships, financial, and physical health are all under one roof. Over $1,000 in free giveaways, vision and health screening, food, music, financial resources, legal aid, fitness demonstrations, and outdoor games for children and more. Get active with our very own Crescent City Kings at the football training camp for kids and teens. Come early to see Chef Nino during our healthy cooking segment sponsored by Rouse's. Meet our celebrity host Sabrina Wilson from Fox 8 in partnership between Thomas United Methodist Church, local organizations, and churches from the greater Kenner area. You don't want to miss this free event that combines faith, holistic care, and community. Learn more at agape.thomasumc.org or call 504-466-2147. Thanks to the many sponsors, the City of Kenner, Metairie Bank, GenCare, Primerica, and People's Health.
LNR Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years and are licensed in more than 13 states. LNR Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. LNR Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with LNR Security today.
You're on the move and so is your bank. Liberty Bank now offers you the power to manage your money from the palm of your hand with mobile banking with Liberty Bank. Whether you need to check balances, transfer money, or view transactions, mobile banking at Liberty Bank allows convenient and secure access to your money. Enroll today at www.libertybank.net and download our mobile app. You can mobile bank at Liberty Bank to keep the power in your hands. Liberty Bank. There's freedom here. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
WBOK 1230 AM presents the NOLA Jam Session. This new monthly event will highlight one of New Orleans' prized possessions, local music. Music has always been a vehicle for communication between people, religion, and race. It's the universal language. Join us for the inaugural NOLA Jam Session, September 22nd at the world's famous Cafe Istanbul, 2372 St. Claude Avenue. We'll be featuring the sounds of Philip Manuel, Troy Sawyer and the Elements, and James 12 Andrews and the Crescent City All-Stars. Show starts at 8 p.m., $10 at the door. It's the NOLA Jam Session hosted by me, Graylin Banks. Come out and enjoy live music, dancing, and drinks at Cafe Istanbul, Tuesday, September 22nd at 8 p.m., featuring Philip Manuel, Troy Sawyer and the Elements, and James 12 Andrews and the Crescent City All-Stars. Help support your station and our beloved musicians. For pre-sale tickets or more information, call 504-942-0106. We know you want to jam. We'll see you there.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
The wait is officially over. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday. We were just discussing diet soda and all of the things that it does to your body and why you should live the good life and ditch it. And the way to ditch it is to grow some self-confidence. That's what we want you to digest, because do you have a fear of failure? That's one of the things that have been holding a lot of people back from pursuing their dreams. A lack of self-confidence is what feeds into that fear. And so we want to overcome it today. And Bobby Clark Alexander is our life coach. She is calling in from the ATL so that we can all live the good life, because we got to get rid of all of this. We got to love ourselves, embrace, our vulnerabilities, and, gain some self-confidence. Bobby?
Exactly. And it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. Eileen, I decided this morning I was going to start from the top down. A lot of times people, the listeners, they're listening to hear what we're going to share and talk about on the show in the mornings. Mm-hmm. But I want to talk to self-confidence from a much, much higher level. They're individuals, some of the most powerful people that we know, big names. They have self-esteem issues. Mm-hmm. And it is the self-esteem issue and weakness that propels them to their greatness. Okay? For instance, I mean, you guys like Kevin Hart, just as a quick example. You know, Kevin Hart had some challenges like we all did growing up. You know, he makes jokes about it, but there were challenges, life challenges growing up. His self-esteem really began to kick in when he was driving back and forth overnight from city to city, trying to become a household name as a comedian. His self-esteem started kicking in then because he began to realize, if I don't think anything of myself, how am I going to sell myself and who's going to believe in me? Mm. And so I actually, you know, I've seen commentary, I've seen his jokes and everything, but I saw it at work. And there are other nameless people that's how I got them as clients, is the people that are close around them. Mm-hmm. They know that, you know, they know their weaknesses and idiosyncrasies. And they'll say, you know, that, you know, if you check that, you will even become greater. You know, I know somebody that can help you deal with that. And so a lot of people think, oh, they're great, you know, I would never get that, you know, to that point or whatever. And they don't even understand that it's that thing that they're afraid of that propel them to get to where they are. So exactly. I wanted to just throw that in just as a mix and food for thought for many of those who say, you know, I'm trying to get this or that done. You have to believe in yourself, okay? Even, Eileen, that was an awesome hit that you did on Facebook about it's not what happened to you. It's not where you came from. It's not about who did what to you. It is about what you think of yourself. And a lot of those things, we all make mistakes. And Absolutely. A lot of times in younger years, things were done to us that we really had no control over.
Exactly. So I'll read it for everyone right now. It's self-confidence is the most attractive quality a person can have. How can anyone see how great you are if you can't see it yourself?
If you can't see it, you know, and what's amazing, using Kevin Hart again to speak to what you just said, I recognize he's almost always the smallest person in the room. Mm-hmm. He does have a big mouth, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes before he even opens his mouth, he draws and pulls the room to him.
Right, because absolutely.
He walks in with this big self-confidence.
Exactly.
You know, you own your space.
And it's funny, self-esteem, and people forget this all the time. It isn't how other people see you, it's how you see yourself. Yes. That's what makes it hard. It's how we see ourselves. How do we really see ourselves? And, you know, sometimes we get dressed and we put on a mask and we walk out the door. But when we come home, you know, it's that person that you're home with when you have that quiet time. How do you feel about that person? And that's who we need to build up.
Yeah, and sometimes we do. We need to look in the mirror and talk to him or talk to her. You really have to talk to yourself. Girl, you need to get it together. Mm-hmm. You know, you were tripping.
Yes.
Why in the world did you get upset about that situation? What did that have to do with you? That was them. You know, people that don't have self-esteem issues, Eileen, they can celebrate others really easily. Mm-hmm. Because Absolutely. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. I can applaud you, and there are some days where I don't have my best day, and I'll see somebody else say, oh, I did this and I did that. You know what I do? I will literally make myself, I will get over myself, because guess what? I'm propelling and helping someone to go forward. Why? Because that's what I want for me. And you literally give out what you want back. And Exactly. If people don't want to be in your space to propel and to move forward and to be an optimist and not so much a pessimist, guess what? Actually, you're going to deprogram some folks that are around you, or they will literally even leave from around you, because some people really can't take self-esteem.
Yes. And I pulled up
offended by it.
Yes, and it's funny. I just pulled up the quote that you were speaking of specifically. I am not what has happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Let me say that one more time, because I think it really needs to sink in. Yes. I am not what has happened to me. I am what I choose to become. it's over. It's the past. God already let it go. He forgave you for it. Forgive yourself.
It's a choice. It's a choice. You know, back to Scripture. As a man thinking in his heart, so is he. What do you think about yourself? How do you see yourself? You know, people buying clothes to make themselves look like something, and what's beneath the clothes.
Right.
Okay? And the thing is, it's just sometimes having a moment. Have your own private come to Jesus meeting. You have to spend that special time with yourself. That's how you fall in love with you. Some people don't love themselves.
And you know, it's a process sometimes because, you know, people have dealt with different things in their lives, but it's so important. If you can't love yourself, how can you love someone else?
You will be miserable, you know, the rest of your life. I see people that go from relationship to relationship to relationship. And Eileen, guess what? They'll sit before me and talk about what everybody else did.
Right. You're like, really?
I'm like,
but they can't see it
right now. You are.
Right,
so
and they can't see it.
Why are you talking about them?
Mm-hmm.
This is about you. I have to keep redirecting people back to the point of why you're here. You're here because of you. Don't you think you are important enough? Literally, I have to have this conversation. Do you think you are important enough to be the topic of discussion?
Mm.
And I have people that literally look down to the floor. And I have to begin to stop and put things on the side and say, sweetheart, or sir, or dude. You know, sometimes I do that just to kind of break the monotony and, you know, break the ice to get them comfortable. I can't do any counseling until we can get through that where they can actually face what they're there to deal with.
Right.
So self-esteem is something that we're not necessarily born with, okay? And what happens is when we come into the world, it's our environment, and sometimes when we're still in the womb, there's some things that go on that impact us before we even come out into the world. So you have to now, as adults, as listening adults, you have to decide what is it that you want for yourself? What is it that you want for your life? You're listening to The Good Life. I am so grateful this morning to be a part of this discussion because this is critical. Eileen, you say it's important to have self-confidence. In the days and times that are coming, self-confidence is like a staple.
It's funny. I have a quote from The Art of War. Know yourself and you will win all battles. I was
all
like,
battles.
And it's funny. When you go into battle, the wisest general learns to know his enemy very well. You can't defeat the enemy without knowing him. And when you're trying to overcome a negative self-image and replace it with self-confidence, your enemy is yourself. So you need to start by getting to know yourself very well. Start listening to your thoughts. Start writing a journal about, you know what pops up in your head throughout the day. And, really, start thinking about those things. Analyze them. Why am I having these negative thoughts? What's bringing them to the surface? And then think about the good things about yourself, the things that you do well, the things that you like. Start thinking about your limitations and whether they're actually real limitations or just ones that you've allowed to be placed there artificially. We want to start digging deep within ourselves and, maybe we can come out living the good life with greater self-confidence.
People are afraid to think, though, Eileen. That's something that I think a lot of people don't realize. People are afraid to be by themselves. They really don't like themselves. They're uncomfortable because they don't want to deal with any of the issues. I think if we can just, touch that for a moment, people have to have the television on. They have to have music on. They have to, there's always got to be some motion or some activity or some noise or some sound. Silence is threatening to people who are not ready to deal with the issues that you speak of. And so I know that we're touching hearts. I know that there are listeners that are really taking this in, and they're saying that's me. They're talking about me. And so I will tell you, I've had my moments. I know Eileen and the Doc and Bajan, they've all had their moments.
Yep.
We've all had to get someplace, and we had to sit down sometimes and reconsider a thing.
Absolutely.
You can go, and never stop, and then you miss you've missed an opportunity. You've missed something someone was trying to tell you. So we have to stop sometime and be quiet.
Absolutely. So we want to challenge everyone. You know, this is your Wellness Wednesday. Take a moment and be by yourself. And it's funny, sometimes it's uncomfortable. You're like, I need somebody around, I need some music. But take a moment, no, seriously, and be by yourself. Don't have any TV on, don't have any music, and just try to, you know, be with your thoughts. Appreciate the now and the present. And, you know, let's grow ourselves from there. Final thoughts before we go into break, Bobby?
You know what? The thing that challenges and scares and frightens you the most is the thing that, will, if you embrace it, it will take you into your destiny.
Hello. Hello. Look, drop the mic. Bam. Well, speaking of our destiny is to all grow a little muscles. So when we come back from this break, Bashan's is going to drop the exercise of the week for us. So make sure you stay tuned.
Yes.
This is Wellness Wednesday. This is Eileen. This is Good Life, and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
During World War II, laws upheld segregation, enforced inequality, and denied basic dignity. The National World War II Museum special exhibit, Fighting for the Right to Fight, highlights the sacrifices of black men and women during the war, fighting for freedom abroad in hopes of one day securing those same liberties at home. Experience this special exhibit to celebrate their double victory in person at the National World War II Museum and visit righttofightexhibit.org to honor their legacy and learn their story. Louisiana residents receive 50% off museum general admission throughout the month of September.
The Delta Research Center and Education Foundation and Open NOLA invite you to be a part of the Teacher Efficacy Town Hall, Action, Strategies, and Outcomes on Saturday, September 12th, calling all teachers, parents, and students. What makes an effective teacher in our schools? Talk through the issues, get resources and support, local educators, plus a school supply giveaway. Don't miss out. Join us Saturday, September 12th at Xavier University's Administration Building. Visit www.opennola.org or call 504-821-4004 today to register. The 73rd Annual Louisiana NAACP State Conference and Convention is September 24th to 26th at Nunez Community College in St. Bernard Parish. It's time to stand up to injustice. Register now at www.lanaacp.org or call 504-613-8805 or 504-450-8596 or 504-850-8596. Brought to you by the Louisiana NAACP, pursuing liberty in the face of injustice.
Are you tired of that squeaking door, those uneven steps, or that room you want painted? Have you been looking for that trustworthy contractor that is licensed and insured that can handle all of your residential construction needs? Well, look no further. Elite Southern Solutions can handle all your residential needs. There is no job too big or too small that Elite Southern Solutions can't complete to perfection. Call them at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. To add value to your home, to update your bathroom, add that much-needed storage, or finally remodel your kitchen. Elite Southern Solutions will take care of that water leak repair, those boards that need to be replaced after termite season. Call a contractor you can trust to get the job done right the first time. And that's Elite Southern Solutions. They are fully licensed and insured and will give you peace of mind. Call them today at 504-756-7933. 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. That's Elite Southern Solutions, getting the job done right the first time.
Hello? I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh for my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
Listen to WBOK 1230 AM anywhere in the world. Live at www.wbok1230am.com. WBOK 1230 AM, talk radio in New Orleans.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good
That
life.
radio is playing on the radio. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It was you. What had happened was, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to the Good Life.
That green drink.
I finished it with me, Eileen.
Was it caffeinated with
It
that
is
Diet
Wellness
Chlorophyll?
Wednesday, and you see, I am sipping my tea and not listening to him because
Diet chlorophyll.
fruit juice may not be healthier. Y'all are crazy. Fruit juice may not be healthier than soda. It's loaded with sugar and slows metabolism. And we're going to get to that in 2 seconds. But you know what really slows metabolism? Not moving around like Tiger Rock Nola. Did y'all like that commercial? That's our new Tiger Rock commercial.
Can you teach us some taekwondo?
Y'all gonna make me. I can't read. So Bashan Jordan of Tiger Rock Nola is here to give us our weekly exercise to get us straight. So meet us on the mat.
That's right. I can't even do the voice now. It's fun. That's good. Yeah, we're going to do lunges. Well, we did lunges before, but we're going to do what's called a reverse lunge. So
what does this work on? My butt?
Yeah, and your legs. Yep.
No, I'm just asking.
Camera is out. I'm recording. I'm letting you know.
Oh, no.
All right. Well,
look, Bashan's is doing this one.
So we're going to start.
I'm not doing it today. We're going to start. Here, you can do it like that. Yeah. That works.
Say, Brett, show us some of the taekwondo lines.
We're going to let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart.
Shoulder width apart.
We're going to step back with one leg. You're going to take one leg. You're going to step backwards.
Step back with one leg.
And you're going to drop that knee.
Drop
as closest
that knee
to the floor as you can without touching the floor.
Do not touch the ground.
No, it's not. It's going to keep your body straight. And you're going to step back up. And then we're going to do the other leg. You're going to step back. Drop your knee as close as you can.
So left, right, left,
balance
right.
yourself. There you go. And come back up. Now, if you have trouble balancing them, you can grab the wall or something like that. Use something to support yourself.
Grab the wall.
But we're going to step back.
You tell people to catch the wall.
Catch the wall.
He said catch
yes,
the wall.
Catch the wall. Step back up. So we're going to go down. Good posture. Make sure you keep your core tight.
So reverse
lunges.
That is your exercise
Shout out to all the
people
week. On my Tiger Rock kickboxing class.
Taekwondo.
Old Metairie. So if they wanted
Rock.
to get any one-on-one training with you or get some more information, how would they do that? What is your telephone number?
My telephone number is 504-831-1110. 504-831-1110. Or you can reach us, catch us on our website at TigerRockNola.com.
And they can go to your Facebook page.
Facebook page. That's right. Yeah.
You can follow all of us on social media. Dr. Griggs,
yeah.
The Good Life Radio Show, Being Eileen C, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that fun stuff. And follow us on Spreaker.com. Yes, I actually sent in one of our shows for iHeartMedia, so we will know soon if we are accepted. But of course we will be because this is a good life, right?
You gotta believe.
Right, that's what it is. And funny thing is, that's how we build up our metabolism. But what slows it down, y'all will never believe this. Fruit juices.
Wow.
They may not be healthier than soda. See, we were playing with diet soda earlier. Now you know that fruit juices, it's loaded with sugar and slows metabolism. Y'all think y'all are doing something. Oh, I only drink juice, milk, and water. Guess what? You're getting the okie doke there too. It's
right.
like today was what are you drinking instead of thinking.
Man, you messing everybody.
What? I'm sorry. I'm
Jesus.
going to give you the truth.
What if it's
you
green?
know, at this point we all know soda isn't the best beverage. We talked about that early. But are fruit juices any better? A string of recent studies have revealed that too much juice in our diets can lead to various health complications, including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, that's your heart, liver damage, and even obesity. Imagine that. With the same amount of calories and sugar as a carbonated soft drink, it may be high time for a switch to water. Oh, who talks about water? Oh, yeah, we do. Or homemade juice. We're not saying all juice is bad. Homemade juice rather than store-bought fruit juices. And, you know, we talk about enhancing your water with, you know, and even, you know, now they have the little drops and stuff, which aren't, you know, it's better than not drinking water at all. And I'm not saying that's
the
even
best
better,
to do are to make your own infused waters. They taste really, really good.
Cucumber and lime and lemon and
yes,
strawberries.
Little ginger.
Oh yeah.
My mom likes ginger. She does that.
You can do anything. Fruits, you know, if you want to put if you don't like the taste of cucumber and all that good stuff, and put some fruit and some kiwi, lime, all of that stuff is good.
So they're not good. People aren't going to like this, but we might as well just give it to them.
I know, because here's the deal. Bobby, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I really don't know if you're ready for
Really
this,
not
because
gonna like
I was
this.
getting the okie doke for years, and actually up until I read this, I was eating the okie doke. Here are 5 fruit and vegetable juice companies that spend millions of dollars to give you the okie doke.
Just to set you up.
Go ahead.
60 to 80% of like our apple juice comes from
say this.
China, which is the biggest producer of arsenic in the world. So what we're getting is fruit that's essentially loaded with pesticides and has all the fiber pressed out of it to get the actual juice. That remaining liquid is pasteurized at 280 degrees, which kills all the enzymes. So fiber and enzymes, they're a part of the essential fruit to help the digestion process. As a result, it's turned into concentrate or powder and turned back into liquid by adding tap water, food coloring, and sometimes some more sugar. So you done pressed everything out of it that you need that's healthy, and they've added dye and sugar to give it sweet and to make it look
So it's
good.
sugar, arsenic, and tap water?
Well, no, they got rid of the arsenic. They pressed all of it out. So basically it's tap water, food coloring, and sugar.
And it says 100% apple juice on the label.
That's how they give you the okie doke. And here's the deal.
From concentrate.
Right, from concentrate. But I'm like, when I was reading these, I was really like, are you serious? So y'all are going to have that OMG moment. So I'm just going to break them down to you.
The first one. Ooh.
Number 1, V8.
Oh, I could have had a V8. Glad you didn't.
Glad you didn't. Although it boasts of 100% vegetable juice on the front of its label, y'all gotta read the labels. If you turn around the V8 bottle, you'll find some not so natural ingredients hiding on its labels. They include tomato juice from concentrate. Can
you stop right there?
Okay, concentrate.
It said reconstituted vegetable juice. Even if you don't know what reconstituted is, something don't sound right.
The fact that they have R-E before it.
R-E, what you mean?
That means you redid something.
What you constituted with the first time? And why you had to do it again? I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say it, but I'm like cracking up behind you. They said V8 juice also falls victim to pasteurization, which you talked about earlier.
Heat it up,
the process of heating up a liquid to destroy bacteria and prolong shelf life. While pasteurizing the fruit/vegetable juice helps to destroy microorganisms, it also eradicates most of its healthy vitamins, minerals, and enzymes.
So, you could drink your reconstituted. If you don't know who constituted the first time, I don't think you have no business drinking it.
And here's the deal. I have V8 in my refrigerator right now.
That's what's sad.
The thing is, but here's the sad part. I haven't been drinking anything but water since for months at this point. Yep. But I'm giving this to my child. That's what makes it even worse at this point.
You know what makes it really bad?
I thought I was doing I'm giving this to my child.
The fact you hadn't been drinking that V8, because they pasteurize it and they've done all that stuff to it, it's still good.
Oh, that makes me feel so much.
If it hadn't spoiled by now, then
something
ain't right. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Look, there's nothing growing on it. There's a problem.
Well, it's being reconstituted. It's being tree constituted on the mat.
Y'all are going to love this one because I know y'all, hoity-toity, you think you're doing something. Adawala. Their parent company is none other than Coca-Cola, and it may consider itself gluten-free and vegan-friendly, but one glance at its nutritional facts and you can begin to really see what's going on. For example, a 12 fluid ounce bottle of Ottawa fruit smoothie Mango Tango, which is one of Aiden's favorites, contains 220 calories, which is, half of a meal basically, and 44 grams of sugar. Did I say that? 44 grams of sugar. That's actually more grams of sugar that's in a Coke. Jesus. Yes. Any natural ingredients found in Ottawa are also stripped of its nutrients during the process of pasteurization. Whoa. So you think you're doing something, I'm just going to go get this smoothie shake. And they're giving you the okie doke.
Think about it. If pasteurization is the process, they heat a food up, they heat a liquid up to the nth millionth degree to kill all the bacteria and whatever. Don't you think it's going to kill everything else?
Yeah.
Preach.
Absolutely.
Pasteurization. I mean, it's
real.
Sterilization process.
It's real. And are y'all ready for the next one? I'm not ready because these are all the things that you think you're doing very well.
Nekkid.
Naked. Well, it just depends on. Okay, never mind. Naked. Yes, I know these are things that you thought you were doing right. Naked Juice's parent company, PepsiCo Inc., was recently forced to pay $9 million, a $9 million settlement after claiming its products use an added boost of vitamins, when in fact its natural vitamins are actually synthetic ingredients. They're giving you the okie doke. Yes, the company was also forced to drop the words all natural because they were lying from its label after it was discovered that Naked's ingredients are anything but organic. So, for instance, a 16 fluid ounce bottle of Naked's Blue Machine Juice smoothie contains 340 calories and get this, y'all, 58 grams of sugar. Wow. Naked juices are yet another victim of pasteurization. So what are y'all learning here? Pasteurization is evil with your drinks.
Actually, but it's a necessary process. If you put fruit products in something, if you put something that's high sugar and add a bunch of water to it, you're going to have bacteria. You're going to have things that are going to grow.
Yeah, high sugar.
Yeah, so they high sugar, high water. Well, it's food. It's food for bacteria. Yeah. It's food for things to grow. So of course they have to sterilize it as much as possible. It just kills everything that's in it except the sugar.
Right.
The calories.
Right. 2 more to go. I know y'all are really excited about this. Next one up.
Now, this is what you're going to have to sit down for.
I know. Everybody take a seat. If you're driving, just exhale. Because we all have this issue.
It's about to get rough.
It's about to get real. Tropicana, owned by PepsiCo. Are y'all starting to notice something here? Would you like to believe it's not from concentrate? Products are the perfect way to start your day, but getting vitamin C from an actual orange is probably your best option. Chew it, y'all. Chew it. To defend against accusations that Tropicana's not from concentrate, products contain just as many calories and grams of sugar as soda. The company released its low-calories, low-sugar substitute, Trop 50, marked as 50% less sugar and calorie content. It's simply adding more water. Did y'all hear that? What it doesn't tell you is the secret behind its Trop 50. They're stripping away some of its sugar and calorie count by simply adding more water. So if you thought that, this is watery, that's because it is.
They cut it with water.
You were getting the okie doke. Wow. So in 8 fluid ounces of Tropicana Pure Premium, some pulp contains about 110 calories and 22 grams of sugar.
Which, if you compare it to the other drink they talked about, which were at 16 calories, it contains 220 and 44 grams of sugar.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yes, because 16, because we were comparing it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's actually just as bad as the Naked and everything else, because they were just giving you a smaller fluid ounce.
Now,
right.
This last one hurt me to my heart. Like,
Are y'all ready for this? Because we all grew up on this.
I am bummed out.
It's what you think as your grape jelly.
I need to get
Welch's.
Get back and touch my star.
Y'all, Welch's is number 5. Welch's, I'm killing y'all today. Welch's, don't be fooled by Welch's. 100% real fruit. Labeling, it's more like 25% real fruit. Flip around the bottle and you'll soon realize that its first ingredient is what? Water. That's okay, but guess what? It's followed by high fructose corn syrup. Something that the company actively tries to hide. Yeah, Imagine that.
They take corn, they process it and reprocess it. You can't add frank glucose to foods because it doesn't taste as good. So they take fructose and they mix it and they make a really, really sweet sugar. That's bad.
Right. So wait, listen to this. 8 fluid ounces. No, I'm not even doing the 8 fluid fluid ounces. I'm gonna double it like we've been doubling the rest. 16 fluid ounces of Welch's mixed berry blend contains 280 calories and 66 grams of sugar.
Jesus.
Were y'all ready for all that this morning?
I don't think they were ready. They wasn't ready.
Y'all weren't ready this morning.
Ready.
They wasn't ready this morning. So,
Matter of fact, I remember growing up in church for communion, they would give us Welch's grape juice in them little shots.
Right. Shot. Yes. So what have y'all learned today?
You know what I mean, the little glasses.
Yeah.
Have y'all learned something today? Read your labels.
Just drink water.
Because they're giving y'all the okie doke. They gave us the okie doke on smoking. They're giving us the okie doke on juices. Read your labels.
I think I'm going to need, Bobby, can I call you? I'm going to need therapy.
Yeah.
Right.
You
so
can call me.
That Welch has cut me.
I'll do you and you do me.
That Welch has cut me to the white meat. That cut me right in the middle of my forehead.
It did for me too, because that's what I thought about. Welch's grape juice was sacred to us in the Baptist church. You know?
Yes.
Really.
Right.
Yes.
So V8, Adewale, Naked, Tropicana, and Welch's. Y'all getting the okie doke. Read your labels. Well, I can say this. If you go to Neo's, because I get hungry at around 10 o'clock every day and I try to figure out what I'm eating, you can have mustard greens today. They are one of their specials for Wednesday, so that'll make you feel better and
They're
good
not
for
synthetic.
you. And they're not synthetic. They are natural and real.
Not pasteurized.
They are not pasteurized. So go to Neo's for their Wednesday specials. Today it's mustard greens, an 8-ounce ribeye steak, which is just perfect, and smothered pork chops. That's mustard greens, ribeye steak, and smothered pork chops. Go to Neo's at 3340 Bienville Street in Mid-City. That is 3340 Bienville Street on their Wednesday specials, and tell them I sent you. The Good Life sent you.
Poor Welch's. Just poor Welch's.
Poor Welch's. Poor Welch's. But those mustard greens will make you feel better. This is Eileen. This is The Good Life, and I'm out.
He wasn't ready.